Hey, welcome everybody to another edition of the Carter Hour via the Webcam. I just wanted to give you guys an update. I know I was giving you guys a vaping update for quite a while now, and I believe I've been smoke-free for about a month and a half now. And I have purchased some equipment since we last talked. And I don't remember what I had last time, but just recently I have upgraded to the Snow Wolf. This is a dual battery, box mod, regulated temp control, all kinds of good stuff. I have my RDA on it right now, running a quad parallel 10 wrap coil on each side. That was kind of hard to get in there. And then you guys know my Sigelli. Well, there's the Sigelli, the 75 watt single battery. And I recently purchased, with the Snow Wolf, when I bought the Snow Wolf, a Tobacco Super Tank. I've really enjoyed the Super Tank, by the way. I think it's one of the greatest tanks that I've owned, and it was only 20 bucks. So, can't complain about that. Another one of my favorite tanks is this Phantom tank. Another great tank, full of flavor. This is a real flavor haven right here. And also, what else today? I don't think I've introduced you guys to the Magnus tank. I purchased this Magnus tank. Now, I'm not very happy with this tank, and I'll tell you why. I really like the construction. I really like the top fill capabilities. My Phantom has side fill or half bottom fill. This Magnus tank is really built well. Came with nickel coils, which I'm not a really big fan to vape on something that just doesn't have enough scientific evidence out there that leaching is not going to occur with mixing it with different types of e-juices. So just right now I'm not too comfortable in vaping on nickel. I have. I've gotten some nice flavor out of nickel. But I'm just not, if it comes with it, I'll use it. If it doesn't, I'm not going to use it. But this Magnus tank, I am definitely not going to recommend to purchase it. I've tried several coils in it, from the 0.2 to the 0.5 ohm Kanthal-based coil, and I keep getting on the exhale a metal tinge taste to it. It ruins the whole experience for me. So I put a new coil in here again to try it again, and I'm still getting the metal tinge to it, and I don't know why. I've completely washed the tank. I've soaked it in vodka, and then I went ahead and washed it out with regular water, hot water, and let it dry. And I'm still getting a metal tinge to it. Now, I've heard some of the some other tanks have, according to where I go to get my vape equipment, there's a gentleman that worked at the store that's saying the same thing out of his tank, and I tried it, and his was even worse, but it was giving a metal tinge, and that's the Magnus tank. So I would probably, I would like to actually find out any information on anybody that's using the new version. There was an old version of this tank that had more of a rounded top to it. I don't believe it had the airflow tip on it either. But I'd like to see if anybody else is having an issue with that tank. I really like the tank. I really like how easy it is. It was working well with the nickel coils. But with the Kanthal coils, just not so good. Super tank, I showed you guys that. I showed you guys the Snow Wolf. So I'll give you a demonstration out of the super tank. It is a pretty nice setup. This right here, cost-wise, $20 tank. You can get yourself an IPv2, which a lot of people tend to like better than the Skelly 75. But I really enjoy this combination together. So I'll go ahead and give you guys a hit off this. So it does give you plenty of cloud. It is a very flavorful tank. The only thing is if you're taking a long drag off this thing, the tip will get hot, and it is a plastic tip. It is a top fill tank, but you will, if you have your wattage turned up. I have mine at 60 right now with the 0.2 ohm coil. It's a real good tank. It hits the spot. Another thing about this tank is if you need to replace the coil, you need to stick the Allen wrench down the middle. You need to take the top off first, stick the Allen wrench down the middle, twist off, and the tank comes apart. Didn't know that. So I'll go ahead and give you a toke off this this new coil build. I'll show it to you. That's what a 10 wrap quad parallel coil looks like. Quad wrap. And it wasn't an easy task. And I'm an amateur coil builder. I'm not one of these guys that goes out and builds these pretty coils. That takes a lot of art and talent. There's a lot of guys out there that guys and gals can build those things like in their sleep. So I'm going to go ahead and set the 80 watts. So plenty of cloud off those dual 10 wrap quad parallel coils. It also ohms out to 0.21, which isn't bad. So I've been smoke free for a month and a half. What do I think about vaping so far? I really do enjoy it. You do meet a lot of different people. It's kind of like a community. I've been, you know, hanging out at the vape shop and, you know, meeting new people, and that's kind of cool. You make a lot of connections that way. Do I still crave a cigarette? Not so much anymore. I haven't really had any cravings for a cigarette. The first couple of weeks, you know, when I started off with the Kanger Tech, which is sitting up on my shelf right there, I craved a cigarette almost every day, but I just dealt with it. Then I upgraded, of course, when I came out with a video, I upgraded to the Skelly, and I still had occasional crave, but then I started getting into the better juices like the IVC, the Detroit Rock Candy, Charlie Noble. Yes, I said Charlie Noble, but I found a really good one called Poseidon's Punch. Very good. But my taste buds have changed in regards to vaping. And what I mean by that is I'm a big tank guy. I really am. I really like the convenience of a tank. I like that I can just push the button, do my inhale, exhale, and be done with it. However, most of the time on a tank, you're not going to get the maximum flavor of the juice like you will on an RDA. and I'm still rocking out the Mutation X V4. It's still been a pretty good one. I'm looking at getting a Twisted Messes clone. I'm not quite sure yet. Now, you guys also, I know I've had some people send me messages and ask me, as an amateur reviewer here, I'm not one of these guys like Rip Trippers or Grim Green or Twisted Messes. You know, I'm not that type of person. I'm an amateur. I'm getting started into this. I'm using equipment as is. I do build my own coils. What is the cost? It's hard to determine. I was a pack to a pack and a half a day smoker when I smoked. And going through and trying everybody else's, that's what really puts you in the poorhouse. You know, you get to the point where you're buying this accessory, you're buying that accessory, and then all of a sudden you realize that, oh, maybe I shouldn't have spent that money on what I didn't need. So, you guys asked me a question of, do you think it's, the question was basically, do you think it's cheaper to smoke or to vape? And me doing this for a month and a half now, I think if you buy in bulk juices, because juices are going to be the ones that's going to cost you the most. For a Detroit Rock candy, okay, this juice here at my local vape shop is like 17 bucks for a juice. I'll usually knock one of these out 2 to 3 days, maybe a little less than that, depending on if I'm really hitting that bottle hard. If I'm hitting that bottle hard, it's going to last me a day or two. That's 17 bucks. Okay, that buys you 3 packs of cigarettes. Same thing with the IVC, another $17. You'll find some like the Charlie's Noble, which is like $14.99, 15 bucks. These all have a PG, VG. They're higher VG than PG. That's generally what you want. Because if you go with a 50-50 or you go with higher PG than VG, you're going to get a sizzle. You're going to get splattered in your mouth. It's just not going to be. It's not going to be a comfortable vape. Let's just say it. The less PG, the better. I would rather be vaping 100% VG, but you know the PG is your flavor carrier. If you can see me after the cloud. The cost, it's going to be pretty high. I probably spent over $700 at least in equipment, juices, accessories. When I went to the Snow Wolf, I can't charge this via USB. It doesn't have a USB port. That's why I can't wait till the DNA 200 Cloudmaker comes out, because that's definitely going to be my next move. These dual battery will be much more expensive than the single battery. However, I think the battery lasts a lot longer in the Snow Wolf than a single cell 18650, because you have 2 batteries working together. And generally, I don't want to go above 100 on this mod. With the quad parallel in there, 70 watts all day long. So, I mean, it's got a nice, comfortable flavor, real rich flavor. Um, but you're gonna spend quite a bit of money up front and continuous. Um, I've gone online, see if I can get the juices cheaper. Some juices are cheaper, some are not. Um, like IVC, they have a sample pack at IVC, five 30 milliliter bottles for $60. So you're really paying like $13 a bottle. Oh, maybe a little less than that even. But you're going to spend a lot in the juices, depending on how much you vape too. I have tended to vape more since I've quit smoking, because not only is it helping me to stay off the cigarettes, it is helping, or it's just enjoyable. I enjoy it. And with being a computer consultant, being at the computer all day, it's just something that I can easily do. And it does simply cost a fortune. I guess that's all I can say. I mean, you can get yourself wrapped up in a lot of equipment, but, like one person said, I think it was from Indoor Smokers. I've watched a lot of the different videos on YouTube. You can say, either I have a pile of ashes over here that I have to show for all the money that I've spent, or I have the equipment. And you can turn around and sell equipment. I mean, if you're done vaping, I'm done vaping, I'm ready to go without everything, then you can turn around and you can sell your equipment. Now, you're not going to get your top dollar, but you're going to get a return. So I guess in a sense, yeah, it's going to cost you a lot more, but you can sell off your juices too. People will buy open juices. There's a lot of vape communities on Facebook. You can join, and you could basically sell off your stock and say, okay, here for this amount of money, here's a whole setup. And there are some people out there that are willing to buy, they would like to buy a setup like what people have, because then that means that they don't have to go to the vape store and make a decision. Is that going to be a good decision? They're just going to get the whole thing, and then they're going to be able to go from there. So they're going to have a whole setup already ready to go, so on and so forth. But again, like I said, I wouldn't buy the Magnus tank. A friend of mine made a recommendation for the Triton. Haven't tried it yet. I want to get the Smock tank with the... I'd like to do the quad coil in it. I don't know how that tastes. I'd like to try it. But, then again, we'll see what happens. Maybe the next video I do on vaping will be that. Video. So, anyways, so to close out the video, I guess I could do another rip on the old dripper here. We'll do some Bell Islander from Independent Vapor. I haven't ripped any of this on an atomizer in a while, or on a dripper in a while. So we'll get that done. And there's a lot of people out there that just simply drip all the time. I'm the kind of person where I don't want to be sorry about that. But I figure we'll close it out with a nice cloud. And that is that dual quad 10 wrap parallel coil. Anyways, for another edition of the Carter Hour, thank you for joining me again on this cold Monday. Well, it's in the morning now, October 5th. And I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. I just wanted to say I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm not big on YouTubes, but, you know, hey, it's great to have a nice subscriber base like I have, like you guys are to me, and appreciate somebody that hasn't subscribed that's watching this video right now. I appreciate you viewing my videos as well, not just the subscribers. I appreciate everybody. If you like what you see, subscribe. And, you know, again, another 20-minute vaping video. It never fails. I like doing these types of videos because I don't edit these videos. I do these off the webcam. It's kind of crappy video, but you know, I like editing these, or I like doing these videos because I just can basically, it's kind of like a vlog in a sense. In time, you know, I keep getting text messages, sorry. I just keep ranting on and ranting on and ranting on and trying to show you guys and what I'm doing on the vape anyways. But I might try to start doing some more of these webcam vlogs on more of a constant basis, but I'm not going to make any promises. I won't do that on my channel. My channel is real. It's not reality. It's real. It's me. I'm doing it. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. Sorry, a little dry. But you know, if you want to get started on the vape, you want to quit the smoking, this was the only thing that I could do to quit the cigarettes. And you guys know, you've seen my videos. Most of my videos, I've been smoking them until I started doing the vaping. So, anyways, I appreciate everybody subscribing, tuning in. The Carter Hour is, well, when we hit 2016, I've been doing the Carter Hour now for 8 years. It's a long time. You guys have grown. A lot of my original subscribers have grown with me. I've grown up. I can't believe it. Sometimes I go back and watch my videos of, you know, when I started the channel, and it seemed like I had a little bit more motivation to do it than I do now. And it's nothing to do with you guys. It's just finding the time. It's finding the energy after a full day. So anyway, so I appreciate, like I said, I appreciate you guys subscribing, tuning in, watching. It lets me know whether or not you want to see me doing videos or not. You know, I'm just trying to do my best here on the videos. I just, like I said, ran out of kind of ideas on how to on what to do for videos. Though the old grammar key, the auto climate control, has gone funky again, and maybe I'll do a video of pulling that apart again. And my 06, not the 08, it now will not switch to anything but the vents. It was the defrost before, and now it won't go to the defrost. So, we'll do video of that. But anyways, we're 24 minutes in, and I'm ranting on, and this is way too long. But then again, review of this, you know, Snow Wolf's a great mod. My Sigelli's hanging in there. I had a little bit of auto fire for a while. Fixed that. Got a little oil down in the button. Just vaping and on gin and juice, I guess. Just don't vape on gin and juice. It's not good. But vaping on some juices here and doing a video. I'm going to pop that up to YouTube's, and I hope everybody's having a good day or good eve or wherever and whenever you're watching this. Anyways, for another edition of the Carter Hour, send you off with a cloud. For another edition of the Carter Hour. Everybody out there in YouTube land, take care.